what I'm seeing here, seriously. We just give almost an impromptu invite, and there we have representation throughout the country. This shows greatly how committed we are to making this nation one of the greatest places to live, work, and play. It has shown that actually we have what it takes within us to transform this nation to what we expect it to be. It has actually also given a lot of hope to the generality of the young Nigerians that we are seeing today. And I'm telling you, it is not Adamu Garba's doing that has manifested this hope that is rising within our youthful population in the country. No, it is our doing. Each and every one of you has been a principal contributor to this moment. This vision of transforming Nigeria one of the greatest places in the world, I am not sure it conceived by Adamu Garba. I'm sure Adamu Garba just communicated the minds of Nigerians. So what I did was just like putting a face to the intention of all of us. That is exactly what I did. But I did not actually convince this vision, because each and every one of you have a moment in his life when he asks, why Nigeria like this? Each and every one of you have taken some time to go and study how others have done it and why Nigeria is not doing it. So it is not wholeheartedly my doing, it is actually our doing. What I tried to do was just to come out and put a face that, okay, now that we have all agreed that we have no place to call our own other than this place, that we know that it is only when we build a nation where the young does not seek to insult the old, and the old does not seek to take advantage of the young, where the woman does not seek to destroy their men, and the men does not seek to undervalue their women, where the North doesn't seek to dominate the South, or the South doesn't seek to dominate the North, where religion, tribe, sentiment, sectionalism, tribalism, and all these confusions are kept aside for the benefit of all of us. Then we will have a great nation of our dream. And that is why your coming together here has shown how wonderful we can actually make this nation. And if you check the history of the countries that have become great, there are some times in life of some few people within the country that rose up with a very clear, concise, and precise vision in how they intend to transform their country to what they want it to be. Countries are made by people that think and act and build, not by nature. Now, these guys came together in one room, like we have just done today. And then they said, we want to make this nation to work for all of us. We are tired of issues that have made us smaller, that seeks to destroy our value system, that seeks to remove our pride, that seeks to disintegrate and create one of the worst places for the generations to come. We want to now come together because we believe that unity that we possess is the greatest strength that can ever be gotten from any nation. We have the histories in many countries. We've seen what happened in India, we've seen what had happened in China, we've seen what happened in England. If you check what bring about Magna Carta, for instance, it was a confusion between the ruling class and the ordinary citizens, because the citizens are demanding for greater participation in the system of governance. And eventually, some issues occurred that result to what is called Magna Carta, which is the Great Charter. Magna Carta now is about 902 years old, and is what made England one of the greatest nations in the world. In fact, at some point controlling 1/3 of the entire universe. Now, it is the moment for Nigeria. It is our time. And why have we not been getting it long time ago, despite the fact that we have all the potentialities? We always talk about Nigerian potentials, but how do we bring these potentialities to actuality? Potentialities are ingrained by nature, but to actualize it, it requires committed effort of each and every individual within that nation. And when you harness these potentialities, it will work for all of us. It will make us bigger, it will make us happier, it will make us better, it will make us have pride, it will make us to be very proud of our origin. And if you look at the composition of Nigeria, we are blessed with all these potentialities. We have all the strategic geographic advantages that will transform this country into one of the best places in the world. We have all the resources we need to power our productivity. We have the population, the innovation, and the vibrance of the country's young generation, that they can be able to make their nation one of the greatest places. Some statistics has been conducted by McKinsey and World Bank in Nigeria, and it was determined that about 82% of Nigerians are entrepreneurial. It means all we need today to be what we want to be is a platform. What we demand is just to have the platform where we can actualize our dreams. And usually, these platforms are only available when you have the national platform. Why do you think when we find ourselves in America, you see that we are succeeding? When we find ourselves in England, we are succeeding? When we find ourselves in some countries where their human rights respect are somewhat appreciable, we succeed, not as Nigerians, but when we come back to Nigeria, we don't succeed. Our diaspora community has proven to us that with only 17 million registered members, they are remitting almost 10% of our GDP, more than $40 billion. It means we are actually not lazy people. All we need is a platform that we can harness to actualize our potentials. Once we have the right platform, once we have the right infrastructure, once we have the right opportunities within our system, we will all grow and actualize our true potentials. Now, I have been discussing so much about supply chain defined world order as opposed to the security defined world order. In supply chains, you need high level of interconnectedness between people so that there can be transaction in trade between goods and services from one area to the other. Now, we have, according to last statistics that I saw this morning, about 190.3 million people. They're projected, but that's actually what I saw on World Economic Forum. Now, with this massive amount of consumers, imagine how Nigeria is going to be for you when you create innovative technology that will be consumed by each and every Nigerian. Do you know how much Mark Zuckerberg makes in Nigeria? What of the cooks of Apple? What about Amazon? Do you know how much we order Amazon products in Nigeria? Do you know the level of trade that we do outside this country, outside these borders, is even much more than the level of trade we do within, simply because of the deficit we have in the infrastructure? Do you know why our people are dying today? They are hopeless. They don't understand how to make a living. They don't understand what we need to do to make a nation. They are all confused. They don't know the strategic direction we're having. We have a lot of criminality. We have a lot of confusion in the society. Do we know why we have this? Simply because we fail to understand who we are from the beginning. And that thing that makes us who we are, which is identity crisis, is the formation of a country called Nigeria. And what is the formation of a country called Nigeria? It's a marketplace. I will give you an example with a place today that is in chaos, and that place is called Maiduguri. Maiduguri have no reason to be poor at all, whatsoever. If you go back to history, from 15th century, from Kanem to Borno Empire, down to Mai Idris alone, if you check the sub-Saharan trade that is happening within Maiduguri, you will find out that Maiduguri is one of the richest parts in Nigeria, the current territory called Nigeria. A lot of trade is happening between North Africa and the Arab nations, including the Turks, because then we have Ottoman Empire, one of the largest. Maiduguri is one of their biggest posts. A lot of transaction is happening in that area where you hardly find somebody who is looking for something. Today, Maiduguri is still there. It's still the same Maiduguri. It's still that same country that is that same state that is bordering about 3 countries in Nigeria, with a population of almost 40 million people surrounding it, with a great strategy where you have connection between Lake Do in Cameroon and Lake Chad in Chad, where transaction can happen both on land and on water between Nigeria and other countries through Maiduguri. But we have focused on oil. Therefore, we destroy the collective vision of our people down there. We don't give them hope. We don't give them leadership. We don't give them direction. Instead, we give them hopelessness and confusion that makes them to carry arms and start killing one another. Now, you have seen the consequences of state actors. That consequences will go to each and every state if people like me and you did not stand up. If people like me and you did not say we need a structural reform in this country. If people like you and me did not remove ourselves from the dichotomized political system and then focus on economics, which is what makes people better. That is why it is very important for us to come together and look into each other with a human face, first and foremost, and then try to see how we can add value to each other's life. How do we do that? We can't do that by pointing blames. We can't do that by tweeting some memes of Buhari or Jonathan or Obasanjo or Gowon or these. These guys are patriotic Nigerians, I must confess to you. Nobody will be a leader in a country if he is not having some iota of patriotism within him. Sometime along the way they get corrupted, we know, but the main thing that brought them is actually service. But when a system is dysfunctional, there is no way you can effectively make it if you don't fix it. Now, when you operate a rent-seeking economy, like the way we have in Nigeria today, where all of us are waiting for how much oil we're going to get from Niger Delta to share. When we operate this kind of economy, you give nepotism, what we are seeing today. You enable corruption because there is going to be resource scramble. People will be scrambling to share their own part of the resource because the resource is a pie, so everybody wants to take his own share within the pie. And additionally, you will also have all the issues that we are having because we are operating on an economy that we don't work to produce. We are operating on an economy that we just sit down in a stone age and hope maybe tomorrow with good rain we will have good yield. That's the situation we are all operating on. It does not call for us to sit down and blame. It calls for us to rise up and fix it because it is our responsibility. When people are there, they've done it, they've been trying, they couldn't get it well, it now becomes on us to sit down and look at what we need to do differently to fix this system. Because if we don't fix this system, your 10th generation, your 5th generation, your 2nd generation might be affected by this damage. And we ourselves may sit down 10 years to come and regret that we should have done something right now. So there is no better time than now. These our elders, they have done their best. They've given their services to this country. Some of them even went to war. Some of them died along the way, some of them got injured. A lot of challenges. Yet, but their thinking of statecraft is completely in disalignment with what the current world is today, which is our world, me and you's world. All of you know that most of us here are born within the digital age. We call them the millennials. And now, there is nobody here that doesn't have a WhatsApp or Facebook or Google or whatever. We are all communicating. The system is ubiquitous. We are connecting to a completely different world from the world of the people leading us today. So when we are getting a dysfunctional system, when we are getting a failing system, when we are getting a confusion in our society, it means that these elders have done their best. We have to honorably and responsibly call for their retirement so that they can rest and mentor us, so that we can continue to get this. Nigeria is one of the best places in the world. We are located strategically in a place that is sharing the same time zone with more than 1 billion people on the planet. It means we can become one of the biggest financial centers in the world. We have one of the longest rivers flowing within our hinterland, the River Niger. The River Niger have about 703 miles running within our hinterland. Now, when you dredge the River Niger and have port facilities across the state where River Niger passes through, inland port facilities, you will succeed in reducing the value of commodities that we buy today, the value of consumables. Nigeria is a large consumer market. In 2015, Nigeria consumes product worth 351 billion US dollars. Let me tell you where these consumptions come from. Most of them are imported. A company that most of you know, and I'm sure most of you are drinking from what they produce, Chi Limited. They produce juice and all those drinkables. I'm sure you guys know about them. They import almost all their supply lines from South Africa. What do they supply? Orange. I and you know the same place where we have herdsmen and farmers killing themselves recently is Benue State. And that place can supply the orange they need and the orange that other African countries need. Why do you give these farmers hopelessness, and these herdsmen hopelessness that leads them to be rising against each other and killing each other when they have a better country that demands what they can supply? Why don't you create this infrastructure connection and then empower them with the right policy so that they can harness their natural potential? Why do we allow our people to be dying when they have the opportunity to live even bigger? It becomes on us to rise up and do something. Most of you know that Brazil, one of the greatest commodities they export is cattle meat. Cattle. They have best ranches in the world. They export both the milk and the raw cattle. The meat, they process and export it, especially to China. Now, in Nigeria, statistically, they said we have about 11 million cattle moving within Nigeria. 11 million. Yet, they are dispersed and moving around in small chunks that makes them to be killing each other between them and the farmers instead of concentrating them in ranches where you can be able to supply the demand. In Nigeria, we import about 70 million liters of milk. Most of the milk you go and buy, most of the dairy products we buy, we import them. But we have the cattle size in this country that can be able to produce and supply that demand. Why do we allow that herdsman to be moving around? And when he moves around, they will have fracas with the farmers, and then they start killing each other. When they have opportunity in this country to even live happier and bigger, by giving them the opportunity, by putting them in ranches, by making us one of the biggest export countries in the world to supply cattle. Why do we allow us to be seeing each other at the point of a Fulani and the thief, instead of the exporter of milk and the exporter of orange? Why are we killing ourselves on something that is so meager? So why do we have these challenges? Because me and you did not come together like we did today to fix this problem. And if we don't fix this problem where it is happening that we point fingers at, one day it will be in our street. There are countries that have experienced similar fracas, and we have known the situation where they found themselves. 2 countries, to be precise, which I will cite an example. We have the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and we also have another country Rwanda. The Democratic Republic of the Congo grows and they all focus on resource sharing. It's one of the rich countries in the world. Instead of them to harness this their potential, unite, and focus on building the country, they decided to take responsibility. Each person that is located in a region where you have mineral resources bigger than the other region, they say we want to have this region our own. We want to fight anybody that is coming away from this region. What happened afterwards? Did any one of them enjoy the mineral resources? They are in perpetual war. The country became a failed state. They became disintegrated. They have regional warlords controlling different areas. Nobody is at peace. The price of bullet is bigger than the price of corn in the market. That is what becomes the fate of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And we know what happened with Rwandan genocide. We know what happened. Almost 800 million people slaughtered because of nothing. Because I can say it's nothing. When you look at me, I'm a human being. I eat what you eat, I drink what you drink, I wear what you wear, I feel the pain that you feel. Then therefore we share the same common thing much more than arbitrary identities that we cannot touch. We just imagine it in us. And that imagination makes us to carry weapons and start killing each other. 800 million people died as a result of that damage. That is the consequences of lack of unity in every country. And if care is not taken due to some United States intelligence report, the way Nigeria is going, we may go the path of Democratic Republic of the Congo. Do we want to have a country like Democratic Republic of the Congo? No, we don't want that. Another thing again I want to tell you is this. If this country is failing today, the next person that is dying in one area, the next person that goes to the hospital and he was told because of 1,000 naira he would rather go and die. The next person that have accident on the street because of bad roads. The next child that cannot go to school and is begging on the street. We all owe it as to blame ourselves for not doing something about this. So I come out to contest for the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, principally not to have power, but to see how we can all come together to fix these challenges. I am not doing this as a do-or-die affair. We, all of us know, we even have constitutional impediment to my age because I'm 35 years old. And by 2019, I'll still be 37. Should there be not too young to run in place, my age will be limited to constitutional provision. Therefore, I might not even be able to contest. But should that make me to stay and be sleeping because I know I have challenge? Is what I'm doing looking for power? No, it's not looking for power. What we want to do is to rise up and fix our country. We have great hopes, we have the energy, we have the talent, we have the capacity, we have everything we need to do. We need to rise up and fix this country. Although we are lucky, we have about 13 states that has passed the not too young to run bill, isn't it? Yeah, so and we are hoping that we need only 16 states, we only have 3 states pending. We are still pushing for that, and 24 states, right? So we are still pushing for that. So once we succeed in getting that, then the impediments of my age will not be a question. But while it remains a question, it remains a question. I'm a realist, and I always want to be real what I'm doing. But what I'm saying is, it does not call upon us to sit down and fold our arms and say we will not do something. And that is why, instead of me to present this manifesto, I said, let me talk to you first. We have dropped so much of these manifestos online, and I'm sure some of you must have gone through it before coming here. I am not sure that someone will dedicate this time to just come here without having genuine reason why he needs to be here. So I would rather allow the time for questions, because this is a time for us to be free with each other, ask all the questions that is bothering you. If you have any concern or challenge around whatever it is we are talking or putting down as manifesto, I don't know these things all. I still need each and every one of you to come together so that we can contribute and have a very strong, viable plan that can transform this nation and transit our people away from poverty. The manifestos we are putting in place is to make sure that by 2035, we have 160 million Nigerians out of poverty. Meaning 160 million of our people will be living above $10 a day. Do you know what that would make for you when you're a businessman? If each Nigerian is able to spend 3,500 naira a day, do you know how much you can get from that 3,500 naira? Just 3,500 naira. Now we have about 110 million people living below $1 a day. And there's another thing we are failing to understand. I saw a post online. Someone was saying that he doesn't know why Nigeria cannot be able to power its 8 trillion naira budget. Because if you look at the revenue we are generating from custom, the revenue we are generating from electricity, the revenues we are generating in the country from FIRS, it's more than 8 trillion. Why can't we be able to fund that? I can tell you that we have even much more than that sitting in central bank. But let me give you a simple statistics. 14% of Nigerian economy is coming from oil sector. 14% of Nigerian economy. While 86% of Nigerian economy is non-oil sector. So actually Nigeria is not an oil economy. Nigeria is not an oil economy. Since we have 86% of our economy coming from non-oil sector. But the 86% of the economy, or I can say 98% of the economy depend on its forex from the oil. That means the money we get from oil is what we use to power our import and exports, the forex. Now, you can see what the value of naira is when you don't have enough dollar flowing into your economy. In a supply chain world, the more productive you are, the more dollars flow into your economy. Nigeria, whether we like it or not, we need dollars to power our productivity. What is China buying today? China is buying monthly about $1 trillion and 90 million dollars every month in treasury bills to power their trade. That's what Chinese is doing in exchange for the export they do to the United States. What is making India to grow today with $2.2 trillion economy? Because they upgrade their productivity and make sure that they produce to the level that they can export something that can give them forex in exchange. And productivity from two things, trade and technology innovations. That's what makes great countries today. If you mistakenly focus on commodity, you are as good as living in the 1973 and 1974 when the commodity defined the value of the dollar. Commodity doesn't define the value of the dollar no more. So any country that is driven by commodity will be shrinking. And that is why you see what is happening in Venezuela. That's why you see in all commodity-driven countries, they are going down seriously. That's why you see even the most conservative Saudi Arabia is opening its economy to productivity. Today I was watching on the media, Saudi Arabia allows women to go to stadium. People will say, why will they allow their women to go to stadium? This is not good. This is against religion. They want more consumers. So the more you enter the stadium, the more you pay for ticket. And the more the productive economy becomes. So if you catch them, you get half of the population out of the economy, which you may otherwise use to power your productivity. Oil is no more economic driver. Innovation and trade is the economic driver. In a connectographic world, you need to build infrastructure to connect from point A to point B to make the world what it is today. I'm sure most of you are aware of the Chinese One Belt, One Road policy. About $900 billion investment that will build corridor of connectivity for trade between Chinese and Europe, including its African country. Because Chinese is not our traditional ally, so it doesn't make sense for us to even be doing things with them. That's why you see this kind of road doesn't come to our shoreline. It goes to Kenya, to Tanzania, to Ethiopia, to Eritrea. These are the areas where Chinese is concentrated on. So they have that road. $900 billion to connect. What makes Dubai what it is today? Connectivity. They open their borders. They allow trade to come. Today in Dubai, 92% of the population are not indigenous. But those are the people that give their economy. In fact, in 2016 or 2017, just last year, Dubai International Airports transport up to 86 million passengers, the highest in the world. Connectivity. Imagine if each passenger spent $100. What will happen to Dubai economy? Just $100. How much do you spend when you go to Dubai? Ask yourself this question. That is what powers productivity. You need to bring down these borders and put bridges across them. Why are we having problem building, dredging, and even extending the capacity of the second Niger bridge? Because we don't understand the value of trade. Because we feel like The more we secure the country in a draconian way, the more we are better. And the more you force people, the more you make them to react somehow, some way. And that way could be dangerous to humanity. Enable connectivity. Connect the roads. We need to dredge our shorelines, like in one place in Akwa Ibom. Yeah, in one place in Akwa Ibom, in Ibaka, we have the deep sea port, very deep sea port that is even deeper than Lagos shorelines. What it is today, there is always politics in allowing that seaport to be dredged. Why are we blocking our chances? So that is why I'm giving time that this is due. So I'm going to allow for questions to be coming in so that we can see how we can collectively come together to build one of the greatest nations in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
This is Calvin, standing as a head on youth and students. My present will be inshallah 2019. My question is this. First and foremost, I'm here to speak the mind of the youth out there. Recently, you spoke well. My first question here is, what will make you different from the typical politician promising much and doing nothing? Try the two questions at the same time, then you answer. Yes. Yo, the first question here is, what will make you, Mr. Adam Garba, different from the typical politicians that promise much and do nothing at the end of the day? Two, as a young and vibrant presidential aspirant who wish to draw much attention from the youth, what will be your message to the youth out there? Thank you.
The industry to process it and then make it like a cloth that we wear. From there, you take it to distribution zone. From there, you take it to retail. From there, you take it to dry cleaner and so on and so forth. A lot of job, empowerment. When your crop choices are misguided, when we focus more on rice than on high-value product, we will destroy our productivity and then we will destroy jobs. And that is why I believe the only message I have for the youth is that we are going to get engaged. We have a lot of work to do. They should be ready. We have a lot of work to do to build our country. So they should be ready. There will be a lot of jobs that is going to be thrown out for all of us.
Thank you very much. And this, we are all clamoring for youth, like one of my colleagues earlier said. It is only the saying of our elders every time that the youth are the future leader of